Justin Fields starts a petition. Justin Fields, the quarterback, the number one quarterback, QB1 for Ohio State, the Ohio State University, and he starts a petition. Now, I checked it earlier today, and it was at 250,000 signatures, okay? And basically, he's trying to keep college football alive for the Big Ten and telling basically the Big Ten commissioner that they want to continue playing and that they actually do want to play. And it goes back to kind of what we were talking about, I believe, last week, and we're talking about how crazy it was that you would tell players that they can continue to practice, they can continue to do everything that they were wanting to do or that they normally do in the fall. They just can't play the games, which makes no sense. And it actually hurts their chances to get to the NFL, I believe, unless you're somebody who's shown out already, like maybe a Justin Fields. It really hurts your chances because, I mean, how many people want to go back to college again when they anticipating, hey, this was my year that I'm going to graduate? Who wants to stay one more year? I know I didn't want to stay one more year in the Army. I definitely didn't want to stay one more year in college unless, and some people say, oh, well, I like to stay 6 years for my 4-year degree. I get that. Maybe you did have a lot of fun while you were in college. But a lot of these guys, they really want to get to the NFL, to become a pro football player and make some money and change their families' lives forever with the money that they can make. And some of them can really prove themselves as a junior, maybe even a sophomore. And you take that away from them and then tell them they have to wait till the next time. And then you tell them that, or they're going to play in the spring, which we know, in my opinion, they're not. So you're basically telling them you're going to have to push it out. My thought is, this has to be important because this is a guy just like Trevor Lawrence who doesn't have to play college football anymore. They already were saying he was going to be up there in the top 5 of the draft, this coming NFL draft, up there with Trevor Lawrence. They might have been 1A and 1B up there in the NFL draft. So this is a player that did not need to play college football, but is coming out and saying, hey, we want you to allow us to opt in or opt out. We are confident in your safety protocols. Now, like Chat's saying, Dennis Dodd and all these other people on CBS Sports will tell you, oh, no, this is a disaster. This is never going to work. Hey, I'm watching Pat McAfee, and they are talking about this morning about how anybody expecting college football to be played this year is crazy. That would be us three guys. They're saying that college football is not going to happen and that there's no way. And just look at the NFL and how much trouble they're having. I mean, it looks like I believe the Pittsburgh Pirates can't even play one game in a week before they have to take a pause for another week to quarantine, right? So there are some issues there, but you got a lot of players, a lot of coaches, and a lot of parents demanding. And Houston was looking into this as well. There's a lot. It was not, when they originally said, there was rumor that it was a 12-2 agreement vote that the Big Ten was okay with not playing. Now everybody's backtracking and say, hey, there was never really a vote. We didn't even see what was. We didn't even get a chance. It was not. We put our 2 cents in and that was it. We didn't actually get to vote anything. But here's my question, Al. I'll start with you again. Kevin Warren, the Big Ten commissioner, looks like a big giant fool right now. But on August the 5th, releases a schedule. Was he faking with us? Was because. What is this? August the 11th, they canceled the season. Mm-hmm. So 6 days later, from releasing, do you think that they were releasing the schedule just to appease the masses?
They probably were. And I tell you, he really seems like he has no idea what he's doing, to be honest. So I'm not surprised that they release a schedule and 6 days later they cancel the whole season. I think it's crazy. I love the fact that Justin Fields has stepped up to the plate and started this petition. We actually got a funny comment over on the chat line here on Facebook. Spencer gets in and says, "Should we sign it? Should we sign the petition? Does Clemson want them to be playing?" Okay, because hey, with Ohio State out of the picture, I think everybody understands they're a good team. It makes it easier for us, one less roadblock, right? Now, I've always been of the opinion you want to win it when all the good teams are there. Okay. You want all the good people, just like I said with the Heisman. I want all the good teams to be there, and I want Clemson to beat them all. I want to prove without a doubt that we're the best team. That's what I want to do. But hey, I'm going to take it either way. Okay. It doesn't really matter as long as we win. Like I said, I'll take it. I'll take the win and be happy with it regardless. But I would rather do it with all the teams there. So yeah, I think you should sign it. I think you should sign it and get both of those leagues back on board somehow by some miracle before it starts, and get this thing going. I think that's the thing to do.
So I've been looking into this all weekend. It's been a complete 180 from last weekend to this weekend. You see, all the momentum was canceling everything last weekend. Now you've got this unholy hellstorm brewing in the Big Ten. Your boy Pat McAfee, Morgan, mentioned a guy on Twitter named Sir Yacht, and I would encourage everybody to go look at this guy on Twitter. Now, I don't know. This guy could be a troll. He could be an idiot. He could be way out in left field. But he says that his source is a Big Ten AD saying that Kevin Warren is hiding beneath his chair right now, scared to death because the likes of Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, Wisconsin, Nebraska, all of them have had parents, ADs, players. They are just coming at him, and they're threatening to leave. I said realignment for a reason. They're threatening apparently to leave the Big Ten, and that's a pretty big deal. I know that everybody says that, oh my gosh, no one is going to play college football in the fall. Well, 2 weeks ago, everybody was saying it's over for Major League Baseball. The Cardinals, there's tests. Miami, there's tests. And tonight, everybody's playing. And we're still going. And you get through the initial hurdles and you move forward. And I think that's going to happen with college football. Don't panic. Don't backtrack. We know that this is going to happen. There's going to be positive tests. You mitigate that risk, take people out, and just keep going. And, I mean, if it gets bad enough, it might get bad enough. We don't know. But at the same time, the people that are saying there's no way that it happens are generally people that are within Big Ten country. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Or maybe in Pac-12 country.